One funny person that says is the president of Ogoni or whatever he calls himself made a very careless and inciting statement. And again, it darkens council without knowledge. Yes, we had a bridge there that we are reconstructing, and they were very large, over 16 meters wide diversion that we made, in the past 1 year, and that's where vehicles are following. And he made a very nasty statement, trying to blame the construction company RCC and blame the federal government. Even said he was going to the Geneva way to take us to court. The road safety should mount a number of checkpoints to examine people against Mini and the hard drugs, because it's only Mini and hard drugs that can make you to use your life to compete. And that's what happened. And it's unfortunate that, I'm not even sure that they lost their lives, but they caused other, law-abiding citizens of the country to lose their lives, and a number of properties.
I don't know what's Umahi's obsession with people that criticize the government, saying they are inciting the people against the government. Criticism is a good tool. I don't know why he is always bent on being used by the presidency to spite the people. First, it was Mr. P2B. Dave Umahi has criticized Mr. P2B, saying that P2B is inciting the Southeast against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, when all P2B did was ask the presidency to suspend the construction of the coastal highway and focus on rehabilitating the existing federal road in the country. Mr. P2B even mentioned the Eleme road that has been barred, the East West road that has been barred for so long. And that road, there was a tanker explosion on that road few days ago, and it destroyed 70 cars, killing some person in the process. The reason why that happened was that these cars were trapped in traffic on that road. There's a construction going on that road, but that construction has been abandoned. P2B is saying, focus on this road. The Ogoni Youth Council, they also echoed Mr. P2B's sentiment by saying that the federal government has abandoned that road, which has claimed the life of people and properties, and that is why they are angry with the president and said they are going to report him to ICC. Now, let me read you the statement of the Ogoni Youth Council. The Ogoni Youth Federation, the umbrella of the Ogoni Youth, is utterly dismayed by the catastrophic explosion of a tanker laden with petroleum product on the Ogoni axis of the East-West Road. This devastating incident has resulted in the loss of numerous lives and destruction of properties worth billions of naira. The explosion was caused by the absence of a detail exacerbated by the dilapidated state of the road. While we mourn with those who are grieving, we must also address the root cause of this avoidable disaster. The negligence and incompetence displayed by Renault Construction Company (RCC), the contractor handling the road project, are utterly reprehensible. It is unacceptable that RCC failed to create alternative detours before commencing construction, despite being fully aware of the heavy traffic flow along the critical artery. We strongly condemn RCC for prioritizing profit over the safety and well-being of the people. It is unconscionable that RCC will engage in practices here in Nigeria that they will never dare to attempt in their home country of Israel. This blatant disregard for basic safety measures has resulted in the loss of innocent life and extensive damage to property. Furthermore, we hold the federal government accountable for allowing RCC to undertake such a crucial project without ensuring that adequate safety measures were in place. The federal government's failure to oversee and enforce proper protocols has contributed to this tragedy and cannot be overlooked. All the questions they raise here are legit questions and their concerns are very much legit. So I don't see the reason why Umahi is trying to dismiss them away. Now, this brings us to the young lady that was asking Dave Umahi the other day when they were having a workshop on the coastal highway. She was asking Dave Umahi of the environmental and social impact assessment report, of which Dave Umahi tried to dismiss her the same way he's dismissing these people. This report is very, very crucial and it's being carried out by the Ministry of Environment to determine risk on any project you're carrying. If such assessment was carried out on this road, it will be able to reveal the impact of building this road in that community. It will be able to reveal the damages of building the road on this community, and it will be able to advise the federal government to create a detour so that things like this will not happen. It will be able to mitigate traffic on the road. The people were trapped in traffic because the road was bad and there was no alternative for them to use. A petrol tanker exploded and they could not run away with their cars. They left their cars behind and 70 cars were destroyed. The people who were not fast enough to leave the scene were burnt to death. Why is Umahi dismissing their report? And the way he's talking to them, he's making mockery of them. I don't know who they are. The Ogoni Youth Federation has been there before you, Umahi, came into politics. Stop talking arrogantly on people. Umahi has developed this penchant of talking and looking down on people. The Ogoni Youth Federation is not just anyhow people. They are speaking for their people. They have a voice to speak, and these are the youth of the community that are angry that lives were lost and properties were destroyed on their land. Umahi should face the concern they raise. They are asking question. Why was this project given to this construction company? Why didn't this construction company make an alternative route for another road so that people will not be trapped on this route? They are asking, why is this road taking too long to be completed? Umahi should answer those questions and not trying to deflate the same way he deflated Mr. P2B's concerns regarding the coastal highway. Now he said that these people they are trying to incite people against the president. Oh, it is no longer Mr. P2B that is inciting people against Mr. President. It is now the Ogoni Youth Council. Well done. You can now see that the people are not really happy with the president and they must air their concern. No amount of gaslighting will stop the people from speaking up their mind. No amount of intimidation will stop the people from criticizing the government. They will keep holding the government to account because it is obvious that the government is not doing the right thing. If you are doing the right thing, you will not be pursuing the coastal highway. Why? The federal roads in the country have been abandoned, and this road is causing destruction of life and properties.
Jesus, and then they tell her now, driver dey inside door. He don't ready. Driver dey inside door. You know, see some wicked, he don't. Oh. And they tell say Mark no go pass this thing. May not be saying avoid this thing carry o.
This is the Benin Auchi. It's a federal government road. Look at how a federal government road look like. Look at how it's been abandoned. And this road is very important to the economic activities of the state. But the federal government abandoned it, like they're building a coastal highway. This is the concern that Mr. P2B is raising. Look at this existing road. Build this road. Let the people have access to other towns and other states in this country. Forget about this coastal road. It is not our priority for now. Just imagine the damages this road has brought to the owner of this tanker. Is this also the case of Ulmiri? What is Umahi even talking about? People's lives were lost. Properties were destroyed because of bad road. And you're trying to defend the federal government and you're attributing that to as a result of Ulmiri. Yes, we know that drivers sometimes are under the influence of hard drugs whenever they are driving. But you also saw what happened on the Eleme road. It's not as a result of Ulmiri. It's not a result of bad road. That tanker fell because of a bad road. Face the fact. Try to accept responsibilities when things go wrong. Don't only try to push the blame on someone else. This is what this government is all known for. President Muhammadu Buhari government did it. For 8 years, they were blaming the PDP, 16 years in office. President Tinubu has come on board now, and they are still blaming people. They've blamed Buhari, they've blamed Atiku, they've blamed P2B, they've blamed Nigerians, they've blamed everybody, but they have never blamed themselves. What sort of a government is this? The reason why you're seeing this blame game flying all over the place is because this government was not ready for leadership. They were not ready at all for leadership. It just seems as if everything just took them by surprise. But this was a government that campaigned for the whole 6 months, asking Nigerians, vote us into power, we are going to fix this country. Now they are trying to tell us that they were not aware of the enormous tax ahead. Unlike Mr. P2B went through the breadth and wide of this country, telling them that there is problem, there is enormous problem, there is enormous issue. This country is plagued with so much problem, but I'm going to fix it and I'm not going to blame anyone. Unlike Mr. Tinubu, since he came into power, he has been blaming everybody else except himself. This shows irresponsibility in the highest order, and the federal government should get into work and do what they promised Nigerians. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.